I'm so tired of this. The mental burnout of living with diabetes. Diabetes. It's a word that carries a lot of weight, both literally and figuratively. When you hear it, you might think of needles, blood sugar checks, and maybe even certain foods that are off limits. But for the millions of us living with diabetes, the mental and emotional burden is very real. Imagine carrying an invisible backpack, one that you can never take off. It's filled with anxieties about blood sugar levels, worries about long-term complications, and the constant pressure to make healthy choices. This essay aims to shed light on this often unspoken aspect of diabetes, exploring the daily struggles and sharing strategies for navigating the emotional roller coaster. Living with diabetes is like having a constant companion, one that never takes a break and requires your attention 24/7. It's there when you wake up, dictating the first things you do and influencing your food choices. It tags along to social gatherings, whispering reminders about portion sizes and carbohydrate counts. This constant presence can be incredibly draining. Every meal needs to be calculated, every activity planned with blood sugar in mind. This constant need to be on can lead to decision fatigue, where even the simplest choices like what to eat for a snack can feel overwhelming. This constant mental and emotional strain can leave you feeling burnt out, exhausted, and emotionally depleted. The alarm goes off, and before you even open your eyes, you feel it. The familiar weight of diabetes settling in for another day. The first thing you reach for isn't your phone or a cup of coffee, but the ever-present blood glucose meter. Breakfast isn't just about enjoying your favorite foods, it's a meticulous exercise in carbohydrate counting and insulin dosing. And as you go about your day, the mental gymnastics continue. Exercise, often touted as a stress reliever, becomes another balancing act. Evenings offer little respite from this demanding routine. And before you finally allow yourself to drift off to sleep, there's the inevitable bedtime snack, carefully chosen to prevent nighttime lows and ensure a good night's rest. Life with diabetes often feels like an endless numbers game. It's a world of blood glucose readings, insulin units, carbohydrate ratios, and correction factors. This constant focus on numbers can be mentally exhausting. You're constantly analyzing, calculating, and adjusting, striving to achieve that elusive balance. Stress, illness, hormonal changes, all of these can wreak havoc on your blood sugar levels, leaving you feeling like you're constantly battling against your own body. This constant vigilance, this relentless pursuit of numerical balance, can take a toll on your mental well-being. But it's important to remember that you are not your diabetes. You are so much more than the numbers on a meter. One of the most challenging aspects of living with diabetes is the invisible workload it creates. It's the constant mental and emotional labor that goes on behind the scenes, the tireless effort required to simply manage the condition on a daily basis. This invisible workload is often overlooked by those who don't live with diabetes, but it's a very real and very draining aspect of the condition. Imagine having to plan every meal, every snack, every activity around your blood sugar levels. This invisible workload can also take a toll on your relationships and social life. It's important to acknowledge this invisible workload and to give yourself credit for the incredible amount of effort you put into managing your diabetes every single day. Diabetes can be a surprisingly isolating condition. While millions of people around the world live with it every day, the experience can often feel solitary and misunderstood. You might find yourself surrounded by people who care about you, yet feel utterly alone in the challenges you face. They might see the physical aspects of diabetes, the injections, the blood sugar checks, but the emotional turmoil, the constant worry, the invisible burden that often remains hidden from view. Social gatherings, once a source of joy and connection, can become fraught with anxiety. You might find yourself constantly calculating carbohydrate counts, politely declining tempting treats, or excusing yourself to check your blood sugar. This sense of isolation can seep into even the closest relationships. It's crucial to remember that you're not alone in these feelings. Many people with diabetes experience this sense of isolation, this yearning for connection and understanding. Words have power. They can uplift and inspire, but they can also wound and discourage. For people living with diabetes, certain phrases, even when uttered with good intentions, can sting like salt on a wound. You're not going to eat that, are you? A seemingly innocuous question, yet it can carry the weight of judgment. implying that your food choices are somehow inherently wrong or unhealthy. You look tired. Are you sure you're feeling okay? While often intended as a gesture of concern, this question can feel like a constant reminder of the invisible burden you carry. Have you tried just insert well-meaning but unsolicited advice? Everyone has an opinion, a miracle cure, a dietary solution they swear by. While these suggestions often stem from a place of genuine care, they can feel dismissive and frustrating. Living with diabetes means living with a constant undercurrent of fear. It's a fear that can be difficult to articulate to those who haven't experienced it, a fear that simmers beneath the surface, occasionally bubbling over into moments of panic or despair. There's the immediate fear, the one that strikes in the middle of the night when your blood sugar plummets too low, leaving you trembling, sweating, and disoriented. And then there's the long-term fear, the one that whispers in the back of your mind, reminding you of the potential complications that can arise from years of living with diabetes. This fear, while ever present, doesn't have to paralyze you. It's about finding the balance between managing your diabetes responsibly and living your life to the fullest, embracing the joy and spontaneity that makes life worth living. Living with the daily demands of diabetes can feel like navigating a raging river in a tiny boat. The current of blood sugar checks, medication schedules, and food calculations constantly threatens to pull you under. One of the most powerful tools in your arsenal is self-care. Self-care for diabetes isn't just about indulging in bubble baths and face masks, although those can be lovely too. It's about prioritizing activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. This could involve incorporating gentle exercise into your routine, like yoga or walking in nature. Remember, self-care isn't selfish, it's an act of self-preservation. By taking care of your mental and emotional well-being, you're better equipped to handle the challenges of diabetes management. Living with diabetes can feel isolating, but it doesn't have to be a solitary journey. One of the most empowering steps you can take is to build a strong support system, a network of people who understand the unique challenges you face and offer encouragement, empathy, and a listening ear without judgment. Connecting with others who get it can make a world of difference. Consider joining a diabetes support group, either online or in person. Sharing your experiences, challenges, and triumphs with others who truly understand can be incredibly validating and empowering. It's a space where you can be vulnerable, ask questions, and learn from those who've walked a similar path. Don't underestimate the power of confiding in loved ones. While they may not fully grasp the intricacies of diabetes management, they can still offer love, support, and a shoulder to cry on when you need it most. Share your feelings openly and honestly, educating them about the emotional toll diabetes can take. The more they understand, the better equipped they'll be to offer meaningful support. Seeking professional guidance can also be invaluable. A therapist specializing in chronic illness can provide coping strategies, help you process complex emotions, and offer a safe space to explore the mental and emotional impact of living with diabetes. Remember, asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It takes courage to acknowledge when you need support and to reach out for guidance. Living with diabetes can sometimes feel like being trapped in a story written by someone else. A story where blood sugar levels dictate your every move, where food choices are scrutinized, and where the fear of complications looms large. It's easy to let this narrative define you, to feel like your identity is consumed by this chronic condition. But you are not defined by your diabetes. You are so much more than a number on a meter or a diagnosis on a chart. Reclaiming your narrative is a powerful act of self-empowerment. It's about shifting your perspective, focusing on what you can control, and celebrating your strength and resilience in the face of adversity. It's about recognizing that diabetes is just one chapter in your story, not the entire book. Start by challenging negative self-talk. When you catch yourself dwelling on feelings of defeat or inadequacy, consciously reframe those thoughts. Remind yourself of your accomplishments, both big and small. Celebrate your victories, whether it's achieving a blood sugar goal, trying a new healthy recipe, or simply showing up for yourself on a tough day. Focus on what brings you joy and fulfillment. Pursue your passions, nurture your relationships, and engage in activities that make you feel alive. Diabetes may be a part of your life, but it doesn't have to define your life. You are the author of your own story. Write a narrative filled with hope, resilience, and the unwavering belief in your own strength. Living with diabetes is a journey with smooth stretches, winding roads, and unexpected detours. It demands constant vigilance, unwavering commitment, and resilience. There will be days when you feel strong and capable, but there will also be days when the burden feels heavy. Remember, you are not alone. Millions share this journey, each facing their own obstacles. It's okay to not be okay. Seek support and prioritize your mental well-being. Diabetes management is a journey marked by peaks and valleys. Celebrate your successes and extend yourself grace. Diabetes is a part of your story, but not the entire narrative. Embrace your journey and live a full, meaningful life. As you navigate the complexities of living with diabetes, always remember that seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your strength and resilience. Reaching out to others, whether it's connecting with a support group, confiding in loved ones, or seeking guidance from a therapist, can provide invaluable support and empower you to face challenges with renewed strength and perspective. The journey with diabetes may be long and winding, but you don't have to walk it alone. There are people who care, people who understand, and resources available to help you every step of the way. Embrace the power of community, find solace in shared experiences, and draw strength from the knowledge that you are not alone in this journey. And finally, never underestimate the power of your own inner strength. You are stronger than you think, more resilient than you realize, and capable of living a full and meaningful life, diabetes or not. Embrace your journey, honor your experiences, and face each day with courage, knowing that you have the strength to navigate whatever challenges come your way. Remember, you are not defined by your diabetes. You are a warrior, an advocate for your own health, and an inspiration to others. Keep fighting, keep learning, and keep believing in your own ability to thrive. Your journey is unique, your story is yours to write, and your strength is an inspiration to us all. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.